Hello, my name's Billy Bonds. I want to show you the difference we're making with your drive-through windows. We've got massive improvement. What we're actually using is this new equipment, which is the full-size, heavy-duty running gear and sliding track equipment that we're putting on the front of your restaurant doors. So this is what we use for the huge, big sliding doors that you see on the front of your restaurants, airports, banks, building societies, and it's much more suited to the heavy-duty and hardware in use that you get on your drive-through windows. If you look at your existing equipment, this is some old equipment that we've taken out that has literally failed and has fallen apart. And unfortunately, it does that because it's so light duty in its construction. If you look at the existing belt, it's a very thin nylon band. And it's got a very lightweight clamp here. These clamps often fail and fall apart. It's got a very small tensioner holding it together. Another very light duty clamp here. These nylon belts often snap at this point. The brackets that are held on together are always very wobbly and fall apart. Very light duty fixings holding it together. Very light weight aluminium wheels at the end here. Very wobbly and flexible. Held together on two spaced off bushes, which it just adds an enormous amount of stress at that point. The running track itself is just literally a steel band that runs across the inside of the back plate. As this would be mounted up on your inside of your drive-through. And if you compare all this to the new equipment we're using, you can see that the running track itself is, if I can show you on the end profile here, the running track itself is a curved section which gives for a much smoother ride on the carriage wheels, and that's underneath there's a rubber damper between this running track and the main bracket itself, so it makes for a very silent, quiet operation. That's why sliding doors on your entrance are very quiet. The carriage brackets themselves are huge, great big chunky brackets, enormous great big wheels on them, two carriage wheels here and an anti-riser wheel to stop the doors from moving. Great big chunky carriage brackets with a channel section that fits on the top of what would be the door down here. So that can literally fit on the top of any door. And look at the drive belt. Solid, great big chunky toothed drive belt around a steel bracketed pulley wheel. Very, very solid. And then this unit itself can either be fitted in behind your existing heater panel, where you get your heater blower on your drive-through window, or this will take a nice hinged lid that can be held secure and give you easy access for servicing and maintenance. Makes a huge difference. The fixing holes are great because we've got two lines of fixing holes. If I turn that around, you can see on the back we've got fixing points at two different heights, which allows us to get a nice fix on the top of your drive-through located area. So that's the running track, and that's what we're putting in, and it just works wonderfully well. We can use a dedicated stop, which makes the doors very safe as well. On the next video, I'll show you what we put underneath the doors, which is what the guides that we use, and that makes a huge difference as well, because you have a lot of problems with the guides under your drive-through windows, and I'll show you exactly what we do with those.